Good morning, friends. Thank you for joining me first thing in the morning for this intermediate/advanced morning flow. I'm so grateful that you're joining me today. We also are joined by a special guest, my cat, who rolls like a churro in the dirt sometimes. So let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna start today facing you, but you can go ahead and face the front of your mat if that feels better to you. Whatever works for you, just come into a comfortable seat. You can start on your knees like me, or you can be in crisscross applesauce, whatever is gonna work best for you today. I invite you to just rest your hands on your thighs in whatever position you're in. And feel free to close your eyes and begin to tune into your breath if that feels safe to you. Hi, Casper. Just bring your awareness to your body and noticing how you feel today. What you're bringing onto the mat, how your body feels, if you notice any aches or stiffness, but also noticing what feels good. Finding some gratitude for the oxygen in your lungs and the movement in your body. And I invite you to bring to mind an intention for the day. Just thinking about the day ahead, not thinking about the tasks that you have to get done, but just thinking about how you want the day to feel. And when you come to the end of your day and you look back, how do you want to have made other people feel today? So when you have that in mind, how you want to feel, how you want to make others feel, really sink down into that. Just inhale and let it fill up your body. And exhale it out into the atmosphere, into the universe around you. Feel yourself embodying that intention. And when you're ready to begin, I invite you to open your eyes slowly and gently, coming back into the room. And starting with our breath, go ahead and take a deep inhale in, fill all the way up, belly, ribs, chest, collarbones. Exhale, reverse all the way out. And drop your hands down by your hips. This time, inhale, arms circle down, around and up, overhead, big stretch. Exhale, flip the palms facing the earth, bring those hands back down all the way. Again, inhale through the nose, up. Exhale, down. One more time, inhale the hands up. This time at the top, right hand grips left wrist. Inhale, tall. Exhale, bend over to the right side. Stretching out that left side body. Anchor the left hip down to the mat. Gaze up past your left elbow. Breathe. Good. Inhale, back up to center. Switch hands. Left hand grips right wrist this time. Inhale to get tall. Exhale, lean over to the left side, anchoring the right hip down. Gaze up past the right elbow. Big side body stretch. Inhale into that lung. Exhale, come back up to center. Inhale one more time to get tall. Exhale the palms down to your sides. Now pop your hips right on over to the right side, coming into a mermaid position. Your feet together, your knees stacked. They can be kind of off to the side if that feels good. Left hand comes down behind your feet. Inhale the right hand down, around and up overhead to get nice and tall. Exhale to bend over towards the left. Look down towards your left hand or up past your right elbow, whatever feels good on your neck in the morning. Anchor that right hip firmly down into your mat. Really opening up that right side body. Inhale into that right lung. And exhale, see if you can get even deeper. One more inhale. Exhale to come up. And hand comes down to the mat. Very nice. Switch those hips back to center. And over to the left side for the other side. Anchor the right hand down behind your feet. Inhale the left arm down, around and up. Get really tall before you lean over to the right side. Gazing down towards your right hand or up past your left elbow. Breathe into that left side lung. Anchor that left hip down to your mat. One more big inhale. Exhale to come up to center and bring that hand back down to your mat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and face the front of my mat. If you're already there, stay there. Coming back onto your knees or seated position. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. One more big stretch up towards the sky. And exhale the hands down to the mat in front of you, coming into your child's pose. You can spread your knees a little bit wide if you're ready to get deeper into your child's pose. Put your forehead down on the mat. If you want to bend your elbows to open up your shoulders, please do that. Taking a moment here to connect with your breath and revisit your intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. And make this your last exhale. And on your inhale, come up to tabletop position. Let's get that spine moving now. We're gonna do some cat-cows. Make sure your mat is free of animals. And when you're ready, tuck those toes under. Anchor down through your palms that are directly underneath your elbows, directly under your shoulders. Make sure your knees are directly under your hips. And when you inhale, you're gonna shine your heart forward between your shoulders. Shoulder blades drift down your back. Tailbone tips towards the sky. Gaze straight ahead for a cow. Exhale, flatten your feet down to the mat. Press firmly through the tops of your feet and your palms. Curve your spine up towards the ceiling. Exhale completely for cat. Reverse that. Inhale for cow. Engage those abs. Exhale, tuck the chin, curve the spine. Navel draws up through the spine to the ceiling. Do a couple more on your own time. Feel free to put some movement into this too. If you like to rock back and forth during your cat and cow, please feel free to do that. This is your own practice, your own time. Nice. Let's do one more round. Inhale and exhale, and then settle back into a tabletop position. As we think about this being our own practice, my yoga, my practice, you get to make any decisions you want to make here. We're going to do some intuitive movement, just kind of tuning into our bodies and waking up all those little joints in our wrists, our knees, and our hips. So I invite you to start with some circles with your shoulders just around your wrists, if that feels good. As you do these circles, feel free to find any sticky points and maybe lean into those a little bit. If you need a little bit of an extra stretch, hang out there for a second. If you want to take the hips in circles, get a little wider, kind of feel into those joints, lubricating all those ball and socket joints. Really important first thing in the morning. Just kind of do whatever your body feels like it needs here. You can even get your neck involved if that feels good to you. In reverse directions. Getting into those wrists and those hips. And some head circles. Just really listening to your body. Hear what it's asking for. And when you feel like that movement is complete, let's settle back down into our child's pose and just notice the prana, the energy, the life force moving throughout your body now. Everything coming to life after a long night of sleep. Hopefully a long night of sleep. Maybe a short night. Good. Now from here, let's inhale back up to tabletop position. Shift your hands forward a bit, maybe shift your knees back a little bit. We're coming into a half plank here before we lower down into a half chaturanga all the way down to the mat. So here we go, half plank position. Engage those abs and glutes and lower on down. Tricep push-ups, squeeze your sides with your elbows all the way down to the mat. Nice. Readjust those hands out to either shoulder distance or maybe even wider than your mat. Come up on your fingertips for some baby cobra rolls. Engage your glutes and your abs as you peel your chest off the mat. Chin is the last thing to come up at the top. And then rolling back down from your belly to your chest, down to your forehead. Let's take a couple more of those. We're inhaling on the way up. Exhaling on the way down. Go at your own speed here. As fast or as slow as you need. Really anchoring your hips down into the mat, initiating the movement with your abdominals. Nice. Take one more. Roll those shoulder blades up and back down your spine. And settle back down to the mat. So nice. Okay, replace your hands directly underneath your shoulders and tuck your toes. We're pressing right up into plank. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push up into plank. Nice. From here, roll your toes under so you're on the tops of your feet, dropping your hips down, coming into an upward facing dog. Don't crane your neck here, just gaze straight ahead of you. Engage those abs. Glutes are strongly engaged. Your knees lifting off of your mat. Inhale and exhale here. Good. One more inhale here. And on the exhale, pressing back to downward facing dog. Flipping the toes over, lifting the hips towards the ceiling, pressing through the knuckles of your hands. And walk this out. Wake up your calves. Say hello, calves. Hello, ankles. Good morning. And then settle in. Feel free to keep a generous bend in your knees here. Going for long length of the spine to begin. So you want to find that good spinal alignment, and then when you're ready, you can think about dropping your heels further towards the mat, but the goal is not to get your feet flat on the mat right now. The goal is to have as much space in your spine as possible. Nice. So take one more inhale, one more exhale. On your next inhale, the left foot floats up towards the sky. Flex the foot and bend the knee, opening the hip wide to the left side of the room. Keep your shoulders square to your mat. Good. We're going to take some hip circles here, drawing circles with our knee. We're going to start by going backwards first. So from your position where your knee is right now, you're taking your knee back, out to the side, towards the front of your mat, and down. So it's circling back, out, front, and down. Back, out, front, and down. Inhale and exhale. One more. And let's reverse this movement. So the knee comes towards our hands, out to the side, up and back, and down, forward, out, back, and down. Good. One more here. And as your foot comes forward, continue the motion. Bring it through to your left thumb. Right knee comes down to the mat. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. You can keep your toes tucked or untuck them, up to you. Low lunge. Navel into spine, tailbone drawing down toward the mat, shoulder blades drifting down your spine. Gaze straight ahead. Taking an easy twist, let's inhale to get nice and tall. Exhale the right hand toward the front of the mat, left hand towards the back. Twisting to the left. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, reverse the twist. Right arm forward, left arm forward, right arm back. Open to the right. Inhale towards center one more time. Right arm forward, left arm back. Exhale. Inhale towards the center. Another side. Exhale the left hand forward. Inhale towards center. Exhale the hands down to the mat. Tuck the right toes back under. Left foot steps back to meet right. Downward facing dog. Find your breath. Reconnect with your intention. On your next inhale, the right foot floats towards the ceiling. Flex the right foot, bend the knee, open the hip to the right side, but keep your shoulders square to that mat. Let's take hip circles here. So from where your knee is, it circles to the side, to the front of your mat, down to your mat, and out back. Side, front, down, and back. Inhale, back and out. Exhale, forward and down. One more. And reverse that circle. Knee comes forward, out, back, and down. Try and keep your shoulders nice and still. Let's take one more and continue the foot's movement all the way through between your hands to meet your right thumb. Left knee drops down to the mat. Choose your back foot position. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Low lunge, hips square towards the front of the mat. Navel draws in, tailbone draws down. Shoulder blades drift back and down your spine. Find your breath. Now let's take our easy twist on this side. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale the left hand forward, right arm back, twist open to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twisting towards the left, right arm forward. Inhale towards center, one more time. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale towards center. Exhale towards the left. Inhale towards center. Exhale, the hands come down to frame the foot. Back foot pops up onto the toes. Right foot goes back to meet left. Downward facing dog. And find your breath. Let's take a minute here. Revisit your intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Take any intuitive movement that you need. If your hips want to shift side to side. Maybe you want to stretch out your feet a little bit. Really tune in. Getting ready for the next round. Take one more breath. And when you're ready, inhale the left foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, knee comes to the opposite shoulder. Left knee to right shoulder, exhale. Inhale the foot up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left shoulder this time, exhale. Inhale the foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Hold, hold, squeeze it. And drop it down between your hands. Nice work. Take a minute here with your hands on the mat. Find your breath. On your inhale, arms circle down, around, and up. High lunge. Nice work. Now here we're really grounding down through that left front foot, out the heel of the right foot in the back. Let's take one easy twist here. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, open towards the left side. Right arm comes forward, left arm goes back. Inhale, back up to center. Other side, exhale. Inhale, back up towards center. Open one more time to the left, exhale. Bring your hands to prayer and enter into your prayer twist. Right elbow on the outside of left knee. Use that dynamic opposition to really lock in this position. Press your palms together. If it's within your practice, you can drop your right hand and open the left hand towards the sky. Up to you, depending on your range of motion this morning. Your next exhale, hands come back together. One more inhale here. Exhale up and back to center. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. And a goodbye exhale as your hands come down to frame your left foot. Left foot steps back to meet right foot to plank position. Taking our chaturanga flow here. Inhale, shoot forward past your hands, and exhale, lower down, elbows scraping the sides to 90 degrees. Inhale, press up to upward facing dog. Gazing straight ahead, engaging your abs and glutes. And exhale, back into downward facing dog. Good, reconnect with your breath and your intention. One more breath here. Inhale the right foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to opposite shoulder, right knee to left shoulder. Inhale that right foot up to the sky. Exhale, knee to right shoulder this time. Inhale the foot up. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release the foot down in between your hands. Take a second to breathe here. Now inhale the arms down, around, and up. High lunge. Grounding down through all four corners of your right foot. Knee stacked over ankle. Tailbone drifting down, navel up and in. Shoulder blades down your spine. Let's take two easy twists here. Inhale, up, nice and tall. Exhale, twisting towards the right. Left arm comes forward, right arm goes back. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale one more time to the right. This time, bring your hands to prayer at heart center and leaning over, connecting your elbow to the outside of your knee for a prayer twist on the right side. Again, if it's within your practice, you can drop the left hand to the mat and extend the right hand towards the ceiling, opening up wide for a big twist. Good. From here, exhale the hands together if they're not. Inhale. Exhale, coming up and back to center. Exhale the hands down, around, and up. And our goodbye exhale, hands frame the foot. Right foot goes back to meet left to plank. Take your chaturanga flow. Shoot forward, lower down. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, rolling back to down dog. Nice work. Good, just checking out your alignment here. Are you pressing through the knuckles? Biceps externally rotated. Spine nice and long, hips tilted towards the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat and take a nice forward fold. Grasp your elbows, sway side to side. Release your neck. Nod yes. Shake no. Just hang out. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you want here. You can really get a nice spinal release if you bend those knees, or you can get a good hamstring stretch if they're a little bit straighter. Just don't lock them out. Good, one more inhale. Exhale the hands down to the mat, and your hips come all the way down as well. We're just taking a seat right down on our mat. Nice. Plant those feet down, about hip width apart at the top of your mat. Hands come behind you, fingertips facing your toes, pointing towards your toes. And here we're gonna take a reverse tabletop. Now if this isn't in your practice, stay here and you can just rotate your shoulders back. So we're just circling them up, back, and down, and then bending the elbows, leaning into those shoulders. We're working for a nice shoulder stretch right there at the front of the shoulder there. So you can definitely stay here. I have really tight shoulders. This feels super good for me. But if reverse tabletop is within your practice, go ahead and take it. You might want to shorten up your stance just a little bit, bring your feet in a little bit more. And then lift the hips, engaging the glutes and the core really, really hard. You want to stack your knees over your ankles, your shoulders over your wrists, gaze up towards the sky. We're going for a flat body, big stretch across the chest and the shoulders. Stay here if that feels good. I'm lowering down. Good, take one more inhale. Exhale, either lower down or sit up, depending on where you are. Go ahead and hug your knees and just curve your spine back towards the back of your mat. Kind of a reverse stretch here, counter stretch. That feels really nice. Good, now let's inhale, get nice and tall, chin lifted like a string is pulling out the top of your head, super tall spine. Inhale the arms down, around, and up, right by your ears. And on the exhale, keeping this nice straight spine, we're gonna lower our hands down, palms facing the ceiling, and lower our body back about a third to a half of the way down. Exhale, and then stop. Good, inhale the arms back up, come up to seated, nice and tall at the top. And exhale back down to where we just were. Let's do that twice more. Inhale up, exhale back down. Engage those abs. Inhale up, exhale back down. Now get really tall here, shoulders back and down. Navel drawing firmly into the spine, and go ahead and lift your feet off the mat for Navasana. If that's in your practice, you can definitely keep those toes on your mat. Lift them here with bent knees, or you can go for straight legs, whatever feels good to you in the morning. Ooh, shaking. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Take your hands, place them behind your thighs. Feet go down to the mat, and exhale, roll all the way down. Use your hands to help. Nice work. Now keeping your feet flat on the mat, pick your hips up and shift them over to the right side 2 inches. Boop, just like that. Left leg goes down flat and straight. Right knee comes up. Give it a nice hug. We're taking a supine twist over to the left side, taking the knee to the left shoulder, extend the right arm out. You can gaze towards that right hand or up towards the sky, or even to the left, however your neck feels today. Inhale, get long. And then exhale, relax those spinal muscles. Let them go. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the knee back to center. Draw the left knee up as well. Give both knees a big hug. Exhale the feet down to the mat. Bring the hips back to center and then 2 inches over to the left side. Right leg extends down straight. Left knee comes up to the chest and over to the right side. Extend the left arm. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to release. One more inhale here. Exhale that knee back to center, scooping the right knee up too. Give those knees a great big hug. Good, now going into happy baby, you could take a toe lock on your big toes or you can grip the outsides of your feet. Either way, elbows are on the insides of your knee, drawing those knees closer to the mat, feet flex towards the sky, spine flat to the mat. Maybe rock side to side. Nice little spinal massage, opening up the hips. Nice, now release your feet, bring your knees together. And the hands can either stay on your shins or they can go behind your thighs, under your knees. Either way, we're gonna take some rock and rolls up to seated position. So from here, just rock up on your spine and then up to seated. Take a couple to get there. And I'll meet you up there in just a second. Maybe one more. And up to seated. Ooh, very nice. Go ahead and take a crisscross applesauce here. I'm gonna face you, but you can stay where you are. I invite you to take your hands to your thighs, or one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. I'm gonna keep them here so I don't mess up my mic. And I invite you to close your eyes and tune back into your body, into your breath. We're gonna take our Shavasana in a seated position today so we don't accidentally fall back asleep, because I do that in the morning, so let's not today. Tune into your breath and revisit that intention that you set. So as you make your way off your mat today and into whatever this day has in store for you, keeping in mind and in your body how you want to show up. What's the energy that you want to bring? What kind of feelings do you want to inspire in other people? Good, really latch on to that feeling. And then inhale to expand it throughout your whole body. And exhale to send it out into the world around you. Good. Inhale that feeling that you want to feel throughout the day. And exhale it out into the world. And as you're ready, I invite you to bring your hands together at prayer at heart center. Really press your palms together. And then press your thumbs into your sternum to center both your back body and your front body and your right and left hemispheres, uniting as one. And as you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes slowly and gently. Just bring your awareness back to the room around you, taking in the colors of the floor and your mat and your space. Really feeling a sense of gratitude for practicing first thing in the morning. It's so not easy to get out of bed and onto your mat, and you did it. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a great day. Namaste.